He's 9 years old. He's crazy about baseball. He's Brendan Moran, and this is the Brendan Moran Show.
This is episode... Can't remember what episode it is.
Stand by, I'm looking it up. What else you got while I'm looking it up?
I'm just looking at top prospects right now.
It's episode 6.
Episode 6. You know what that goes with? The D-backs' 6th straight loss.
Ooh, I like that transition that you just did there. Very nice.
And I'm pretty sure that they are 2 for 8 in their last 10 games.
I think I saw a stat that they've lost 22 out of the last 29 games.
That's really bad, but okay.
Yeah, you don't make the playoffs with those kind of numbers.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this? We haven't had a show since the All-Star break, and that's kind of right when they started to go downhill. They got swept by the Mets right before the All-Star game.
For first time they got swept.
They had been the only team that hadn't been swept or shut out to that point. But now, the only series that they've won was against the Atlanta Braves. They looked fantastic against the Braves, almost swept them.
Yeah. But now they just falling apart.
So what are your thoughts on that? What do you think they need to do?
They just need a better bullpen.
Okay, what do you think of their new closer?
He sucks. First game the Twins, they walked it off with a 2-run home run.
Okay. I mean, he looks pretty good on paper. Paul Sewald is who we're talking about. He was traded from the Mariners.
Or, who was it again? Andrew Chafin and Josh Rojas.
Andrew Chafin went to the Brewers, where I think he really belongs. But it was Josh Rojas, I think a minor leaguer or a relief pitcher that got sent down to the minors. And then was it Dominic? What was his last name?
I'm just gonna go with Dominic Fletcher.
No, I don't think it was Dominic Fletcher.
I don't even know who that is. That like an actual baseball player?
I'm not sure about that.
That sounds like an actual name, but oh well, my dad's doing all that. I got this Joe Musgrove bobblehead, my Zach Gallen, this Championaries, whatever. Nobody likes these anymore, but okay. And I have the Josh Rojas bobblehead, a Randy Johnson ring, and then 2 of my when I was finalist World Series rings. So Paul
Sewald, even though he blew his first save opportunity with the Diamondbacks, the Mariners received Josh Rojas, who you've always liked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Josh Rojas.
Why'd they send him away? Why did they have to do that?
I had to play the Josh Rojas sound effect. Also, outfielder Dominic Canzone, who, I think has a bright future in baseball, but you've already got a really young outfield.
Jake McCarthy, Alex Thomas, and Corbin Carroll.
Yeah, I mean, that's a future all-star outfield right there, I think.
Yeah.
Those guys are pretty good. If, they don't pull it together this year, I think in the near future they will. Yeah. And then infielder Ryan Bliss was also sent there. I think he was the one that was sent down to the minors. But, yeah, I mean, he's good, but he can't. Even Mariano Rivera blew some saves. Thoughts?
This just doesn't. I think what's this? The Brewers. Somehow they have a run differential of -8. They're 3 for 7 in their last 10 games. they're 60 for 53, and somehow they're a leader. They're a NL leader. How does that make sense?
It's kind of crazy.
But the NL Central is just a horrible division. I just have to say that.
Well, the AL Centrals are really bad.
The AL Central?
Yeah, only one team has a winning record. That's the Twins. And then just barely. But we can't talk because the Diamondbacks are just above 500.
One game.
They went from being 15 games over 500 to being one game over 500. They're 9 back in the division. They're 1.5 back in the wild card.
So they still have a chance in the wild card.
Well, looking also here, their run differential has dropped to -18. That's not good. You could have a really good record, but something that tells you, are you a good team, is your run differential.
Yeah.
So even though, San Diego's under 500, they have a +63 run differential. So,
that just shows that your team doesn't play as a team.
Exactly. And right now, the Diamondbacks haven't been playing as a team. And I think they were probably in the top 5 in terms of playing as a team the first half of the season.
Here are some things from, I think, last night's game or some night's game. Ketel Marte for August 6th leaves game with left quad tightness. It's expected to be back on Sunday's game. And there's just a thing about the, what's it called? The Minnesota Twins, when they played the White Sox, didn't Tim Anderson get in a fight?
Yeah, when they played the Indians, so I guess there's some history there that he came in hard on, the Indian shortstop in a previous game. And so Jose Ramirez came in, and they started having words. Tim Anderson was kind of standing over him. Mm-hmm. And then next thing you know, the umpire's in between them, and he sees these guys mean business. So he gets out of the way, and they start dropping hats and helmets and everything, and they start throwing
didn't
punches.
Anderson just get knocked out?
Anderson literally got knocked out. I mean, a lot of fights, even in hockey, you see guys swinging and stuff, but nobody's really trying to hurt each other. But Jose Ramirez, landed a shot right on the button, and Tim Anderson was out on his feet.
So it looks like
can I just throw in, if that was a UFC fight, the referee would have stepped in and stopped the fight because that was a knockout.
If Anderson somehow got suspended for 6 games and Ramirez only got suspended for 3 games, that doesn't make sense.
Well, I'm not sure what the rules are, but I do believe that Tim Anderson started throwing punches. He put up his hands first, and I believe he started throwing punches first. So they're gonna come down a little harder on him. They might say that he instigated the fight. Plus, it could also be they did make contact with the umpire. You're not supposed to do that.
Oh. I hope if I become an umpire, I hope I never get contact.
Well, don't worry. I'm going to be umpiring the games with you. So if anybody...
No, I'm talking about if I ever become an MLB umpire.
Oh, I'll be at the game. If somebody makes contact with you, I'll come out on the field. Could you see? So let's see. Say you're 30 years old when that happens. Mm-hmm. Making sure everybody's bobbling?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know about Gallon, his hair.
He's got way too much hair.
Yeah. You won't want to bobble, but you're over Peralta.
But that is a cool bobblehead with.
I'm still mad that Peralta's got traded.
You never know. You never know. He might get traded again. Anyway, so say you're 30. That's 21 years from now. Mm-hmm. And
no, actually about 20 and a half years.
20. Okay, let's be precise. 20 and a half. Now. Some major league player comes after you. Your 69-year-old father is going to jump up and come running down, jump onto the field, and come out and take care of business. How's that sound?
Okay.
You don't think I'd be too old?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
It'll probably take like 5 minutes to get on the field and maybe like 10 minutes to find a way to get actually on the field. And then by that time, I'll probably be already knocked out.
And I'll probably trip over my walker, right? Or my cane. What do you think about that?
Well, I just know when you grow up, you're going to be old.
Oh, thanks.
And you're going to look even uglier than right now.
Wow, this is my least favorite episode. I really like doing these episodes, but now I'm going to have to rethink them.
Okay. Also, for the D-backs, I haven't seen Tommy Pham do anything good for them.
He'll come around. I think he's a good pickup.
Yeah, they got Tommy Pham, but...
He's a good clubhouse leader.
I would go for, like, an all-star. Like, I don't know, Aaron Judge or Juan Soto, maybe Tatis.
Well, I don't know that they could get an all-star. I mean, what were they going to trade?
Ooh.
The guys they traded in the at the trade deadline, they weren't all-star materials, and they weren't prospects that were going to get you a current all-star, right?
Mm-hmm. Well,
I don't know. I think Tommy Pham will be good. Just don't join his fantasy football league. You didn't hear about that?
No.
So last season, there was a pitcher that was part of Mike Trout's fantasy football league, and Tommy Pham was in there, and they had a dispute over a transaction in the league.
What's that mean?
So like a trade or a pickup, they picked somebody up off of waivers. I can't remember if it was a trade and Tommy thought it was unfair, but whatever kind of transaction it was, he thought the transaction was unfair, and he felt that Mike Trout didn't do anything because Mike Trout was the commissioner. And so he goes, I think was it Jock Peterson? I think was the pitcher. And he goes over and basically slaps him in the outfield. And I think he got suspended for that.
Oh, wow. Who? Tommy Pham?
Yeah.
That's just sad.
Yeah, it was Tommy Pham slapping Jock Peterson. He got suspended 3 games for it.
I just have to say one thing. That
You can say more than one thing. It's your show.
I know. I just have to say one thing about Nick Ahmed on the D-backs for, I think he's the second baseman or third baseman. I don't know. But he just... Why do I keep on knocking into this, but it bobbles all of them, so I just have to say I don't really like Nick Ahmed that much.
Why is that?
I really think he's like too old. He looks too old.
He's 33.
Oh, well.
I mean, I know that's ancient to you. I hadn't even met your mother yet when I was 33.
I just don't think they really need Nick Ahmed. He doesn't really do anything. I mean, when they have Manuel Rivera for the third baseman, they have him. Somehow he can also play first base. Don't know how that works.
Well, I mean,
Smith.
I think right now
I'm pretty sure he also can play outfield, but then he also can play first baseman. But he's usually the DH. They should get a DH like JD Martinez.
Well, don't you think you need him there playing the different infield positions? Trying to see right here. 2021, he was 18th in the NL for third base.
Oh, wait. Oh, that sucks.
But, I mean, you've got a lot of guys that have gotten injuries, like Evan Longoria is down.
Oh, sucks for you.
So, I mean, that's why you need people that are available that can play different infield positions.
Just like my fantasy team, that somehow Bryce Harper's now playing first base. Don't get how that works.
That's a weird baseball league you got going on there.
But I also had to drop Tim Anderson to pick up Dansby Swanson. Put in the what's the thing called? What's it called again? text thing on the YouTube video.
The what thing on the YouTube?
Where you can like
The closed caption?
no, not closed caption, but you like can like put like down in the description or something where you like a
link?
No, not a link, Dad. No, it's like you as the viewer watching it. It's,
a comment?
Yeah, a comment.
I didn't know what you were talking about there.
So, put in the comments down below who is better, Tim Anderson or Dansby Swanson.
Okay, Tim Anderson versus Dansby Swanson.
So if you put Dansby Swanson, then I made a good choice by dropping Tim Anderson. I mean, he's going to be suspended for 6 games, and I don't have another shortstop. Yeah, I don't have another shortstop.
Well, you're going to have to pick up another one.
I did. I picked up Dansby Swanson.
Okay.
But I got Wander Franco, who's better. Yeah. But they always want me to take out Corbin Carroll, and I don't get it.
So I hear you're going to be seeing the Diamondbacks again soon.
I am?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're going to see them play the... Huh. Who are they playing again?
San Diego Padres.
Oh, yeah, the Padres. Right.
So last time you saw
I forgot I lived in San Diego.
The last time you saw the San Diego Padres and the Diamondbacks play...
That was a crazy game.
What was that, like 9-2 or something? That the Padres won?
No. You don't remember, Dad?
Oh, no, we did go see them. That's right.
Yeah,
I totally forgot about that. But then
the D-backs won.
Yeah, the time before.
Yeah, where Josh Rojas didn't sign my ball.
Yeah.
But then guess what? When I went to Arizona, guess what he did? He did sign my ball.
He did sign the ball. I see it on the stand there.
I also got...
And then they traded him to the Mariners.
Yep. But I also got a ball from before they got their new closer, I got it from their backup closer.
Miguel Castro?
Yeah. Got his signed ball, but I don't have it here. But I do have a Joe Musgrove signed ball.
No, that's a Josh Rojas ball.
I know, I said I just do.
Oh, yeah. But it's not here.
I wish I had a David Peralta signed anything.
Oh, I know. That would have been great. He didn't come out on the field, though, when we were there a couple seasons ago.
Yeah.
Who are you going to try and get to sign when you see the Padres?
Corbin Carroll, mostly. Maybe, like... I already got a, maybe, I really want Ketel Marte.
Are you going to talk to Paul Sewald and tell him you think he's horrible?
Yeah, I need to tell you, work better. Go in the weight room. Lift for 2 hours straight.
Oh, is that what you do?
Yes.
Oh, yeah? Really?
Yeah, I lift for 2 hours straight.
Oh, okay.
In the weight room.
You going to show us the muscles? Anything else you want to add for this episode?
I have a Zach Gallen signed card. I hope he still wins Cy Young.
Yeah, I would really like to see them start winning to definitely improve their chances for the playoffs, and then also keep the Cy Young and Rookie of the Year hopes alive. I
don't have anything on the news like highest chance for Cy Young winners. Is that a thing?
I can check Baseball Reference. I don't know if they have because the mid-year voting, both Zach Gallen and Corbin Carroll won the mid-year voting, but I mean that doesn't really count for anything.
That just means they're probably really good. I mean, they are really good. They're probably the 2 best players on their team. Maybe besides Christian Walker, but I can't wait to see who gets like that Hank Aaron Award and the MVP award and the Silver Slugger. I really think the MVP award this year is going to go to Acuna. I think the Silver Slugger is definitely going to go to... I was going to say Aaron Judge until I forgot he was suspended for like a long time. And then, yeah. I'm going to check here who is better by standings, the Yankees or the Diamondbacks.
So looking at Zach Gallen's numbers here, 24 games, 11 wins, 5 losses, 3.37 ERA, 149.2 innings pitched, 157 strikeouts, and a 1.076 whip.
How many walks?
It doesn't say here.
That's.
But his wins above replacement are 3.1. So I mean, good numbers. I'd like to see that ERA down below 2 if you really want to get him into the conversation.
He once had before when they're actually good, when they played the Tampa Bay Rays. Dad, you okay there?
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just breaking stuff over here.
Before, when they played the Tampa Bay Rays, I heard that they had like the Rays for the last certain amount of games, they had like the same number of wins. But then also, when Zach Gallen was pitching, he had an ERA of 1 when he was at home.
Yeah, I mean, he had a ridiculous ERA up until right before the All-Star game. I mean, it was like 1.4, I think, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah, but then also, I have him on my team, my fantasy team. Also got the great Kevin Gossam, Shohei Ohtani.
Nice.
Just all these other Wander Franco. I need to think of any other players. I'll go out here because I can just look on my roster.
Okay, anything else you want to talk about with the Diamondbacks before we sign off?
Yeah, we can talk about my beautiful team here. My absolute beautiful team with Will Smith, Justin Turner, Max Muncy, Manny Machado, Wander Franco, Bryce Harper. What has happened to Bryce Harper? I don't know. Kyle Tucker, Lewis Robert Jr., Shohei Ohtani, Corbin Carroll. Then on the bench, I got Sean Murphy, Christian Walker, Starling Marte, Tim Anderson, Zach Gallen, Kevin Gossam. Who's this guy? Devin Williams, Josh Hader, Felix something. I don't care. Here we go. Joan Duran and Max Fred, which I really think was a good.
Max Fried,
Max Fred, whatever. But then Clayton Kershaw.
I'm sure he would care. And what if he's watching your show? What if he's flipping through YouTube and he sees your show and he hears you call him Max Fred?
Well, I didn't know his name. I didn't know how to pronounce it. Is it Max Fried?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Max Fried. But Clayton Kershaw is still on the injured list. I had one of my other pitchers, Josh something, got injured, and I didn't have an open spot because Clayton Kershaw's on the injured list. And then I used to have all these other people. But then I picked up all these better people that are just better.
So any predictions for the Diamondbacks over the next few weeks?
I just hope they at least make the wild card. I just want to see them in the playoffs. I don't know how long they've been in the playoffs. They haven't made the playoffs since 1987.
No, they've made the playoffs. Let's see.
When was the last time they made the playoffs?
Is it 2017, I think?
Oh.
Hold on. Let's see if I can pull them up here.
Oh, it just popped the back. Also, comment down below what was my best player on my fantasy team after all the thing. Yeah. So
their odds to make the playoffs are just under 17% right now.
Yeah, I if I were them, I would put it at like a 2% because they're just. I mean, I can't even say it because they're like so bad right now. Why can't you just win? They should fire their coach right now. I think they're gonna fire their manager. They're probably gonna fire him. I mean, he's done nothing for the team. Done nothing. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the. So 2017, they made the wild card. They beat the Rockies in a 1-game series, and then they were swept by the Dodgers.
Of course.
So you think 2023 is their year, or do you think it's going to be next year?
I I don't know. If they play like this next year, I'm just gonna give up on them.
Oh, don't give up. You can't. You got to be a real fan. You were sticking with them last year when they were horrible.
Because I already knew they were horrible. But once I see them that they get good, I was like, oh yes, they're really good this year. They're really good. They got better bats this year. They still have a horrible bullpen, but I don't care.
So what are you going to do? Abandon them and then like pick up another team?
No, I'm just going to go all the way to go their manager something. I don't know his name.
Terry Luvello?
Yeah, whatever. And go knock on his door, slam the door shut, burn the whole house down, and tell him to get a better bullpen.
Sorry, it's Tori Lavulo. Lavulo.
What if he's scrolling on this and he
yeah, that's why I was trying
name.
to correct it. I don't go, oh, I don't care.
You done?
Oh, I'm done.
Okay.
Are you done?
Yeah, so I just burn his whole house down. Go tell them to get a better bullpen.
Why don't you just burn the bullpen down?
Because then they'll have just the worst bullpen.
Point taken. So what should your viewers do?
Like, subscribe, hit the bell. I want to get a ton of views. I want to get like the most views I've ever had. And this is the Brennan Moran Show. Please subscribe. I really want to get at least 100 subscribers. And maybe I'll even go for 100,000 subscribers.
Don't you get a cool plaque if you get something like that?
Yeah, I really wish I could have. Then what I really want for Christmas is MLB The Show.
Well, I heard you get, more points towards a one of those big play buttons.
Yeah.
If you pronounce names right.
You do? Okay. I'll make sure you do that. So I just hope.
And you don't make fun of your dad.
Oh well, making fun of your dad is the main part of the show. So I just hope if I do get MLB The Show for Christmas, that I'm hoping to, then I can stream videos. And this is the Brennan Moran Show. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It is totally free. Everything. Goodbye.